In a big, sprawling field, filled with rows and rows of pumpkins, there was one little pumpkin named Pip. He was round and plump, with a bright orange color that seemed to soak up the autumn sun. All day long he watched as happy families came to the patch. Children with laughing voices would run through the rows, their eyes wide with excitement. They were searching for the perfect pumpkin to take home, the one they would carve and place on their porch. Pip watched them, his little pumpkin heart full of hope, wishing that someone would choose him for their very own special jack-o'-lantern. But as the days went by, Pip remained. Each time a child walked by, Pip tried to look his roundest and his brightest, but they always seemed to look right past him. The sun would begin to set, casting long shadows across the field, and Pip would feel a gentle sadness settle over him, like a cool evening mist. He was just a forgotten little pumpkin, left all alone in the quiet field. Just as Pip was about to drift into a sad pumpkin sleep, he heard a tiny voice. It was soft and airy, like a gentle breeze whispering through the cornstalks. "Don't be so sad, little one," the voice chirped. Pip looked around, his little stem swiveling from side to side. A tiny firefly, glowing with a soft, pulsing light, landed gently on his stem. It wasn't just any firefly. Its light was a warm golden color, much brighter than any he had ever seen before. It blinked its light in a slow, rhythmic pattern, and Pip felt a strange sense of comfort. "Who are you?" Pip whispered, his voice barely a sound. The firefly pulsed its light brightly. "I am a friend," it buzzed softly, "and I've been waiting for a pumpkin with a heart as bright as yours. You have a different kind of magic inside you. A magic that can only be found when the world is asleep. You just need a little help to let it shine, and a little courage to see where it takes you." "What do I have to do?" Pip asked, his voice a little stronger now. "Just believe," it whispered, "and be ready to fly." Before Pip could ask what fly meant, he felt a strange, ticklish sensation at his base. He felt himself lift from the ground, just an inch at first, then a foot, then higher and higher into the cool night air. He gasped a pumpkin gasp of surprise. He was floating! The little firefly zipped around him in happy circles, its golden light acting as a tiny guiding lantern. The world looked so different from up here. They floated over the pumpkin patch, a checkerboard of orange and dark soil. They drifted over the farmer's barn. The tall, silent silo reached up to the starry sky. Pip had never seen the world from this high up. The wind carried them gently, like a leaf on a lazy river. Far below, the twinkling lights of the town winked on. Children lay snug in their beds, dreaming of candy and costumes. He wasn't scared at all. He was thrilled. "Where are we going?" Pip called out, voice full of wonder. The firefly buzzed ahead, leading the way. "To where you are needed most," it chirped. "There are some who feel a little left out tonight, just like you did." The firefly landed softly on the windowsill and pulsed its light 3 times. As it did, something amazing began to happen to Pip. A warmth spread through him, starting from his core and moving outward. A soft, golden light began to glow from within him, pouring out through his skin. It wasn't a carved light, but a whole-body glow. He was shining. He had found his magic, and it was more beautiful than he ever could have imagined. The little girl in the window looked up, and her sad eyes grew wide with astonishment. There, floating outside her window, was a pumpkin that glowed with a magical, friendly light. A smile slowly spread across her face, chasing the sadness away. Pip, seeing her smile, felt a joy so big it made him glow even brighter. He bobbed gently in the air, a silent, shining friend. The firefly danced around him, leaving trails of golden sparks that swirled in the air like a magical ballet. He learned he could make his light pulse softly, like a heartbeat, and he could dim it and then make it grow bright again. The little girl laughed, her face pressed against the glass, her loneliness forgotten. Pip realized this was his purpose. He wasn't meant for a porch. He was a beacon of hope, a secret bit of magic for a child who felt left out, just as he had. And he knew, with all his pumpkin heart, that his adventure was only just beginning.